that the Minoan spirituality, the Minoan, the way that we work with it today is relevant? Does it flow through to modern times?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Especially given current events.
You mean the world going to hell in a handbasket?
Yeah, something
That's
like
the
that.
one.
Something like that. The Minoans had a fairly unique perspective compared to other cultures in their era, right? So they had a greater amount of gender equality than any of the cultures around them. Some people have suggested that they were a matriarchy in the sense of the women dominating the men in the same way that patriarchal society has the men dominating the women. I don't personally see that. I see their society, just looking at the archaeological evidence, it looks like what we might consider an egalitarian partnership society. They appear to have had what is called a sharing economy. And this involved the temples. The temples had their own livestock and their own fields. And so they had agricultural produce of their own in addition to the offerings that the people made to them. And they had huge storerooms inside the temples where they kept the grain, the wine, the oil, and all this stuff. And at regular intervals, they had giant communal feasts in which they shared out this food with all the people. Until the time of the Mycenaean occupation, there was not very much economic disparity in Minoan culture. There was a fair amount of egalitarianism. And they have even analyzed the bones from the tombs and the graves, and it looks like even the poorest people were well nourished. So the people who ran this culture made sure everybody had enough food. Nobody went hungry. And
we could definitely learn from that.
Yes. And they managed to be extremely successful while being peaceful.
Right. We can learn from that too.
Yeah. And so, and so the spirituality of the deities embodies the values of the culture. And so, it's extremely relevant if you're looking to make the world a more egalitarian, more peaceful, more partnership-based place instead of domination-based.
Yeah, we could definitely learn from all of that for sure. So if someone today is looking to start their Minoan journey, any suggestions, hints and tips to where and how they should start?
After August 26th, they could pick up a copy of Pantheon the Minoans.
Which is the best idea ever.
Many people have aha moments like I did, where just something clicks and then they go looking for information. Ariadne's tribe has a website, ariadnestribe.com, and that kind of can lead into all the other resources. But start by picking up a book like Pantheon the Minoans and seeing which deities call to you. It can be very overwhelming to try to figure out where to start with a new spiritual path like that, because there are so many choices. And so I always suggest listening to that inner voice and kind of narrow it down. Which deity, one or two or three deities, do you feel the strongest pull to, and the greatest connection with, and focus on those. And the book offers not just all the information about the deities in the sacred calendar, but also a ritual format. So anyone who wants to do their own, and it works for solitaries as well as groups, so you don't have to be a part of a group to do it. But it offers a framework for how to do the practical part of it. Like, gosh, how do I actually go about this? What's the step by step? And so it includes that as well.
I think intuition is a big thing in all of this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Learning to trust your intuition. And if
Yes.
the gods, they'll often call to us anyway, don't they? So yeah, it's about listening as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and I suspect that's what the Minoans did too. They had, temples and formalized religion, but their culture was not nearly as structured as some of the ones around them. And so I suspect they did a lot more intuitively and just, following that inner voice than by rote.
Your intuition will never let you down.
Right.